everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Christy and I'm an expat bride-to-be. For today's video, I'll be sharing with you my long-term visit pass application experience and how I managed to get the IPA within 2 weeks. So before we jump into the video, I would like to remind you that I'm doing a Sephora giveaway for my road to 1,000 subscribers. So if you're interested in joining the giveaway, make sure to check the description box below. All the details is in there. And let's get started. A brief background: I'm a Filipino citizen and my husband, then fiance, is a Singaporean citizen. And we have been dating for 6 years and I've been working in Singapore for over 7 years. So let's just dive into the timeline. We started this process on 3rd January and we applied for the pre-marriage long-term visit pass assessment. So that time I was still holding an S-Pass. So I was working in Singapore. I'll just put a screenshot right here of the documents that are required. Actually, if I'm not wrong, we didn't submit any document, but we did just key in the details. 10 days after, so on 13th January, we received an email from ICA saying that our LLE will be mailed to us. So LLE is like the letter of eligibility stating that your long-term visit pass pre-marriage assessment is successful. So they will send you like a hard copy and they send it to my spouse address. I don't know why they didn't send it to mine because at that time we weren't living together, but they sent that mail to him. I think he received it within like 3 days. After that, we got married on 20th March 2021, and on the 23rd of March we submitted our long-term visit pass application on the ICA website. So again, these are the list of the documents that you would need. So just to share with you some of the documents that are required. So like for myself, I needed to submit my passport details, my disembarkation card, or if you are traveling overseas coming into Singapore, you will be given like a white paper to put in your details, and that is your disembarkation card. For my situation, because I was working and by the time we got married I actually left that company, so the disembarkation card that I have was the one from MOM when they canceled my pass. Next is the letter of employment. I didn't need it because I wasn't working already that time, and payslip also not needed. And from your Singaporean spouse, you need to give a copy of his IC, income tax notice for the past 3 years, and his CPF showing his contribution for the past 12 months, letter of employment from his employer, and must be addressed to the immigration controller ICA, 3 months payslip. And then for the both of us, we just have to submit our highest level of academic qualification. You need your marriage certificate and also a copy of your LLE, which we received when we did the pre-marriage assessment. So these are the documents that you would need, and you have to make sure you have everything ready. So after submitting on 23rd March, we received an email from ICA on 27th March asking us to come down to verify our documents. Appointment was on 30th March. So that is like a week after we submitted online. So we went to ICA, showed them my disembarkation card, my passport, my physical passport, as well as my husband's IC. So those are the only documents that they need, and also they have extended my social visit pass. Just to like share with you, this was the most stressful part of the application process because it was a special case. I left my company like almost a month ago before we applied for the long-term visit pass, and the disembarkation card is under MOM and it was expiring on 2nd April. So I applied online through the ICA e-extend to make my husband as a sponsor. So while waiting for the LTVP approval, I could stay in Singapore and don't have to go back to the Philippines. But then when I tried twice to apply using the e-extend e-service on ICA, it was rejected. And I freaked the F out. Like, I'm not kidding. Me and my husband just kept calling ICA, calling MOM, and then ICA was like, we cannot extend you because your pass or your visit pass is under MOM, so we cannot extend it, so you have to ask MOM. Then MOM told us that you have to ask your previous employer to apply for you, saying that due to COVID you don't have a flight, but once you have a flight you have to go back home. And the earliest flight I can find was 14th April. So that means I literally have to leave the country, do my stay home notice in the Philippines, come back to another 14 days quarantine. It was just so stressful. A lot of money will be lost, and just thinking like I will be in isolation for like 14 days there, 14 days here. And then when we went to ICA, after they asked the physical documents to be verified, the ICA officer just give us like a sponsorship letter and then like the disembarkation, the white disembarkation card, and she just say fill this up and then come back to me. And then me and my husband were just like, oh my god, I'm not gonna leave the country, I'm just gonna extend. She extended me for another 2 months, and she said that the approval should, like for the LTVP, we can get it hopefully by the following week because we applied for the LLE. So anyways, I'm just sharing this to tell you that if you need to make extension and online you cannot get an approval, please go to ICA 3 days before your pass expires. Just go and tell them your story, and they will be the last resort. Like, they would know what to do. And especially if you're married to a Singaporean, definitely they will give you a chance to extend. So anyways, going back to the timeline, after going for the verification appointment on the 30th of March, on the 31st of March, which is the next day, we received an email from ICA stating that our IPA is approved pending documents. So when I click the link, I just had to sign something. So for me as the foreigner, I just signed the documents, submitted it on the same day. The following day, they sent us another email stating that the status is IPA pending payment. After payment, straight away, they will show you like the IPA letter and saying that you have to go for your medical, as well as book an appointment to physically go to ICA again and to submit whatever document is listed, as well as your medical, to collect your card. So today is 1st of April. I'm gonna schedule for my medical, and the earliest available appointment in ICA is on 19th April, which means we have to wait almost 3 weeks to get my card, but that's okay. Alright, so our timeline, since we submitted from the 23rd March until I got my IPA on 1st April, it took us less than 2 weeks to get my IPA. And if I were to give an advice to you guys who are trying to apply or planning to apply, please do the LLE. Even the ICA personnel told me that my application will get approved faster because I already got my LLE. So make sure to do that before you get married, and also make sure to read through all the documents that they require. Make sure that you have them ready. And yeah, this is me sending all my prayers to everyone who's trying to get their long-term visit pass application approved. I know how difficult it is to, go back and forth, and the uncertainty during this period because of COVID. You don't know if you'll be sent back home, when can you come back, when you will be with your spouse. So I'm praying for you, and thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any questions, make sure to comment down below. I'll try to answer them. And also, if you have any other videos that you would want me to film, make sure to comment down below. And I'll see you on my next video. Bye!